Hello and welcome back to my channel, AJ Budgets. I am AJ and I am so thankful and grateful that you are here with me today. In today's video, we are going to be doing my March monthly wrap-up video where we talk all things my March or all things that happened throughout the month. I go over my goals and then we update my virtual sinking funds just to see how we're doing with our goals. So if that sounds like fun, then let's get into it. I think the first thing I'm going to do is review my goals for the month. So we had a pretty successful month. I only had 2 days where I had spending, and that was on the 14th for a benefit that I went to and the 11th for some book pre-orders that I forgot about. But other than that, I did a really good job. So we'll just kind of start over here and go from the top down. My average steps per day ended up being 18,597. We are doing a step challenge at work, so that's why it's a little bit high. However, I was trying to shoot for 20K a day, but I did get sick and it was a struggle to just live my normal life, let alone walk to almost 10 miles a day. So, I feel pretty confident and comfortable with that 18.5. I'm still a little sick. It's been lingering. I had the flu B and it's just lingering on. My next challenge is my no spend challenge for the month. I did pre-roll and pre-save all of my dollar bills, y'all, in my weekly wrap-ups. However, I did not meet my goal of not spending my credit card allowance. So I didn't know I was going to go to this benefit until last minute. And so I ended up spending $150 donation between the food and then a donation for the kids. And so I used my credit card allowance to help pay for that because there was $100 left over in that credit card allowance. So that allowed me to donate what I wanted to donate. The next thing I track is my classroom spending, and I spent just under $50 this month. Let me find out exactly what that total was. So it was $18.02 and $26.56. So $44.58. Perfect. The next thing I track are my weights 2 times a week. I did slack a little bit at this. I didn't meet, well, I almost met my 2 days a week. When I was in California, I did not because I didn't bring my weighted vest with me. 11, and then we have the 16th, 18th. I don't know why this month was just kind of a weird month. And I think it was because I was sick most of the month. And I just was not into putting on the weighted vest. But, some months are more successful than others. So we are surviving this month. Not thriving, but we are surviving. Read at least 2 books. I did do this. One of my books, my pre-ordered books, was Enigma, which I was very excited about. And I did read that. And then when I was on the flight to California to and from, I read the book In Between Darkness. That was on my Kindle on my phone. Well, I enjoyed both of those books a lot. And I did have a me day. I ended up taking the whole day on March 5th. And I had a doctor's appointment in the morning. And then I spent the rest of the day just doing things that I liked to do. So I relaxed. I read a little. I worked outside a bit, and yeah, I just did some me things. So it was nice and fun. I also got myself a pedicure and a facial on the 14th. So I had a couple of me days built into the month, which was awesome. So it was. All right, now we're going to jump into my virtual sinking funds tracker, and we're going to update all of my funds in my savings challenges or not my savings challenges and my sinking funds. And we're going to see where we're at this point in the year with our savings goals. So let's get into that. To my online sinking funds tracker, I'm just going to go through and update my sinking funds electronically to kind of see but to see where we're at percentage-wise towards our goals. And just to make sure if anything ever happens to my binders, I have all of the information tracked on a monthly basis. So we're just going to go through envelope by envelope, and I'm going to record how much I added, and then if I pulled anything out, how much I pulled out. So for birthdays, I put in $25, but I pulled out $40 because I had 2 birthdays that came up. So I'm going to change my goal to $210 because my goal is going down because I'm pulling out of that fund. Christmas and birthdays is the only account that I do this for because it's kind of like a rolling tally. I like to pre-save. I don't have it. I'm not saved up a year in advance. Sadly, I would love to get to where I was a year in advance on my birthday and Christmas money, but I'm just not there, which is totally fine. And so I just adjust the total as I buy gifts. And so it gives me an accurate gauge on where I need to be for the remaining amount that I need to save, if that makes sense. But I'm going to speed up the rest of this. So I'm going to go through, like I said, envelope by envelope, and we're just going to track my savings and spending for the month. And we're just finishing up here with my long-term sinking funds. And okay, so I need to change the $26.50 to $18.50 because my goal has changed because I've paid out money out of this account. And then this is now tracking towards the end of the year instead of to June. So I can change the date on this as well because most of my or all of my stuff that I needed to have paid by June, the money I needed to have saved is saved. So now I'm saving for after my June vacations, which is exciting stuff. So I did lie earlier when I said it's only my birthdays and Christmas that I do this in, but it's actually the accounts that I have that are revolving accounts where I save, I pre-save because I know I'm going to be spending money out of it, but then I buy things continually. So those goals change as I purchase things. So like as I purchase a ticket, plane ticket, that end goal is going to change because that money has already come out. So hopefully that makes sense. If not, good thing you don't have to worry about my budget. Still making great progress towards my overall goals. I'm 64.75% to the goal that I want to have by the end of the year, which is incredible. And my funds are coming along. I have a few of my ER funds fully funded, and then some of my bills are getting close to or are fully funded at this point in time, which is awesome to see. Up here, we have now met 5 goals for the year. I have 15 unmet to go, and I need to contribute $1,837 each month in order to make that happen. Still making okay. Obviously, I recorded and didn't click on the microphone, so I thought $1,800 sounded way out of pocket for how much I needed to save per month, and then I realized that it was actually my car insurance that was screwing it up because I just paid this in full. So my target date is no longer 9/15 or 3/15; it's now 9/15. And so that $750 doesn't have to be saved in full until September 15th. So that was what was messing that up. So, yay. Okay, a final look at my goal tracker or my goals up here now that I have everything correct with the correct dates. So we have met 5 goals. I have 15 unmet goals left, and I need to contribute about $756 a month, which sounds like the appropriate amount for what I get paid. So, yep, looking forward to continuing to save and meeting the rest of these goals in 2026. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I greatly appreciate you watching and interacting with my video, and I love the little community that we are growing here. It has been so much fun, and I thank you so much. If you've enjoyed this video, please like it and then leave me a comment below and let me know what was the #1 goal you set for yourself this month, and did you make it? I had some successes, I had some failures, but overall I feel like I had a pretty successful month, so yay. I look forward to the next month. I hope you guys have a great rest of the month, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!